Welcome in, everybody. We have some Tuesday afternoon basketball from Mountain View, California. Kieran Costa alongside Devin Mahaffey here at Richard Family Court at the Alumni Gym on the campus of the St. Francis Lancers. They host Archbishop Mitty, traveled down from San Jose for tonight's matchup. As you hear the starters being announced for both sides, for St. Francis, they'll come out Brylan Lundy, Vince Behringer, Gavin Everett, Tom Natane, and Isaiah Kerr. Devin, what are your thoughts on tonight's Lancers team?
I am looking forward to watching Lancers tonight take on the Mini Monarchs because they are currently sitting at 10-6, 2-4 in the league record, but they have some great potential. They have some great players to look out for. We're going to be looking at their starting roster in just a second. They are coming off a loss to Archbishop Riordan, but that's not going to stop them tonight. I have confidence we're going to see a great performance from the Lancers. For the Monarchs, they're coming in 12-4 with a 5-1 in league record, so they do have a slight advantage over the Lancers here. But I'm looking forward to this. How about you, Karen?
Yeah, I can't wait to see what we have in store. Both teams coming off a loss, looking to rebound. For Archbishop Mitty, going right to left. Going right to left on your TV screen, they come out with Jaden Parhan, Tyler Jones, Derek Sangster, Isaiah Kababe, and Aiden Burke.
Number one, Jaden Parhan is going to be someone to look out for tonight.
Sangster up. The tip will be controlled, though, by the Lancers.
Parhan's going to be one to look out for tonight. He's a junior, and he is a starting player for the Monarchs. Not a lot that we see in high school basketball these days. His first year on varsity, and he is leading the Monarchs as their shooting guard tonight.
Ball inside, controlled by Lundy. Up top, Natane. Driving, pull up from the left angle, no good. Rebound controlled by Mitty. Driving the other way, Sangster flips one up, no good. On a hand on it by the Lancers, that stays Archbishop Mitty's way. Mitty, black uniforms, numbers and names in gold, outlined in white. The Lancers with the white uniforms, numbers and names in brown. Inbound under their own basket. Parhan gets it in, one pump, no good. That shot by Tyler Jones can't fall. Isaiah Kerr leads the offense, directing traffic up top. Driving, can't find an outlet, does. Tipped out and the offense resets. Isaiah Kerr looks to drive, goes up through contact, no good. Rebound by the Lancers and the follow, that falls off. Shots not falling early for Tim Natane. On the other end, a quick shot, no good. Mitty needs to slow down this offense a little bit, but the Lancers will.
Number 20, Natani up top. He's also someone to look out for tonight, the all-star senior.
Three ball from the left angle, no good. Neither team can buy a bucket to open this one. Inside, Natane goes up and he got one. Timeout, Mitty.
Wow. Already, Mitty's forced to call one of their timeouts. They're just trailing by 2, but it looks like the Lancers had some momentum going.
Just 1 minute and 25 seconds into this game, Tim Kennedy has seen enough. He wants to call timeout. Mitty has had 3 possessions totaling about 7 seconds. They've just tossed up some shots. While we have a moment here, a word from our sponsors. Nick French, currently the #1 Sereno agent in Los Altos and Los Altos Hills. Nick French provides unmatched market knowledge and understanding of how to properly prepare a home. When you work with Nick, you'll get his personal expertise every time you meet. Work with the best, Nick French. All right, we're back to action. Kennedy's talked to his team. Let's see what they come up with out of a timeout. Jones. Holding up top. Parhan. Back to Jones. Finds Kabibi. Holding. Looks to move right side. Shot clock at 12. 3 ball from the corner. Good.
Wow, a good look by Parhan in the corner. Just able to find an opening in that defense and pierce for a 3-pointer.
Jaden Parhan, nice shot from the corner. Everett looks to hold possession. That ball hits the deck. Lancers retain possession.
Not enough
with
control.
Numbers. Corner 3 to answer. That's an air ball. but Isaiah Kerr picks it up, dribbles it off his own foot under the basket. Mitty gets possession back, leading by 1 early. Derek Sangster's looks like he's running the 5 inside, sets a pick. Ball retained, Burke to Parin.
The Lancers in their man defense try to keep up.
Sangster, right angle 3, rims out, rebound controlled by Gavin Everett. He pushes with pace himself. 1 pass,
From
left angle triple. No good. This game's off to a quick start. Oh, nice pump fake layup, good.
Good move by Kabibi.
Isaiah Kabibi scores. That's 5 straight coming out of a timeout for Tim Kennedy's crew. Isaiah Kerr, right side. Goes to the post, Natane early. Working. He gets the double he wants. Tipped outside. That's Brylan Lundy touch ball for the first time. Isaiah Kerr. Shot clock under 10, Natane, Lundy, Kerr. Puts one up, same spot.
Wow.
This time left it a little short.
We've seen a lot of those wide 3 balls shot up by the Lancers. Not too much success so far.
Not yet. They're 0 for 2 from distance. Isaiah Kabibi calling the plays at half court. Finds Sangster. Inside. Nice move. Nice finish.
Wow.
Aiden Burke checks into this one with the layup. James Duncan, St. Francis head coach, imploring his offense to get something going. Kerr driving, right side, push shot short, gets his own board, but it's controlled by Sangster.
Not able
Moving up. He doesn't have numbers, he goes up anyway. Layup no good, he's fouled. And he goes to the line for 2. Tim Natane fouled him on the drive. Derek Sangster, the junior, heads to the stripe for 2.
Sangster's first is good.
No substitutions yet.
Mitty putting on the press early in this one, but they'll give it up easily.
Natane, they move it up. Lundy, left corner triple, no good.
Can't find the triple tonight.
Oh, out of bounds. That's gonna stay with St. Francis. Aiden Burke tried to make the hero play, could not pull it off. Looks like a piece of his foot went down on the wrong side of the stripe. St. Francis inbound just past half court. They go into the backcourt to Isaiah Kerr. To Natane. The ball movement, Lundy back to Kerr. He's taken 2 threes from that same spot. They like to run the offense there. Natane, Lundy drives underneath, back to Natane, the give and go good.
Natane has been dominating the paint early in this game.
That's beautiful ball movement from the Lancers.
On the other side of the court, number 1. Oh,
3 ball
for
good.
3. That's Sangster for the triple up top.
That's his second 3 of the night.
That puts up, the Monarchs will now lead by 8, 12-4 with 3 minutes to go in the first.
Everett to Natane. Kerr tries another triple. He's 0 for 3 tonight.
Oh my
He's
goodness.
not finding it from range. He wants the ball back. Instead, that's a nice pass to Lundy. Right corner, Vince Behringer, the 6'7" press guard.
The fadeaway is fouled, and number 5, Vince Behringer, will go to the line for the Lancers.
All right, Devin, when we have a moment, give me one quick key to this game for the Lancers. They obviously come in, they're below Mitty in the standings, and they come in with 2 games worse on their record.
That's right. I think from what we've seen so far in this game, the Lancers need to establish some control on offense. We've seen that they've been willing to take up a lot of those threes. They haven't been hitting, so maybe they need to adapt to that strategy. Find some holes in the defense, pierce the paint.
And it's worked inside when they go to Natane. They've been fouled a couple times already. Monarchs playing with pace. Sangster drives, can do it all himself. He's fouled again. He goes to the line for the second time. He has 8 of the Monarchs' 12 early in this one. Heads to the line for the second time tonight.
Out goes number 1, Jaden Paran, and in comes Aiden Burke for the Mitty Monarchs. And now at the line is Derek Sangster.
Gavin Ripp checks in for the first time tonight for Mitty. And 2 substitutions. Lundy goes to the bench.
Alongside Natane. He'll
And
take a break after a couple fouls.
Frazier and Motil come into the game.
Mitty on the press. They've got him trapped. Finds number 13.
They escaped the press, but
that's
they
Frazier.
tipped it, and that is a beautifully run full court press by the Monarchs.
Looked away for 1 second, and they have control.
Holding up top. Driving, goes to the corner, could have been a travel, no call. Driving inside, that's Aiden Burke. 1 pass too many. Out of bounds. (13-6) Monarchs early in this one. The press continues. Kerr's gonna break it. Finds Motil. The bright neon yellow kicks for him, number 3. Looks like he'll be running the shooting guard position tonight. Corner Isaiah Kerr 0 for 3 from distance, so he takes it inside layup.
Oh my goodness.
That's exactly what you were saying earlier. If they're not hitting from 3 ball come up.
Finding a cut to the
inside.
paint.
Sangster, he's been magnificent early in this one.
He finds Burke. Burke is fouled by number 10.
On the floor, not sure
That's
what
Everett
the
for the
call is
Lancers.
there. Jaden Paran checks back into the game. This ball will be inbounded by Nathan Deabreu Noronha. Sorry if I pronounced that one incorrectly. He inbounds right in front of the Lancers bench. And speaking of, Gavin Everett checks out for those Lancers. John Frazier into the game for the first time. Stands 6'6". St. Francis going big. Doesn't matter. Wanted a foul and got it.
Wow.
And 1. Aiden Burke. It's been all Aiden Burke and Derek Sangster early in this one.
John Frazier not happy with that call, but he just walked right into it. A good job by Burke to draw that foul and take another from the line.
He's got that one too. Last game we were on the call with Mountain View and Los Altos, and we saw a lot of points left on the stripe. We have not seen that early.
No.
7 for 7 now are the Monarchs from the line. Up top, they look inside. That's where
the paint.
That's where they've gotten all their success early in this one. John Frazier heads to the line. .131 to play first quarter. Monarchs doubling up the Lancers 16-8. First one good. And here comes the freshman, Dallas Washington, checks into the game. Just a freshman. He's on the varsity basketball team.
He is taller than anyone else on this team, I'll tell you that.
Isaiah Kerr and Vince Behringer come to the bench.
You know, something interesting is we've seen a lot of substitutions. What do you make of that?
Lancers have a deep bench, and they intend to use it in this one. And that's taken away. That's Dallas Washington driving the reverse. No.
Wants the foul, doesn't
Duncan
get it.
wants the foul. He won't get it either.
Nope.
3 ball, left angle, rims out. Sangster gets the board. He wants a foul. He won't get it. That's Mitty basketball, they'll say. Mitty inbounding under their own basket with Tyler Jones. Calls for the stack. Goes to the outlet, Sangster. Elbow jumper, left it just a hair short. That's going to be tipped out. And that one will go the Lancers' way. But still, good hard playing through the play from Gavin Ripp. And for the first time tonight we'll see Derek Sangster go to the bench.
Replaced by Tyler Jones.
1 minute to go in this quarter. Let's see if they just want to extend the break for their star. Holding up top, finds Motil. Washington to his left. Back to Motil. Taba Young goes inside. That's a nice move. Layup falls short.
Mitty has a 6-point lead, but looks to extend here.
4-second differential. They don't want the 2 for 1. They're going to put up a 3 early anyway.
Oh.
No good. Lancers shot clock turned off. Let's see if they slow it down. They will.
They've got 25 to play.
Taba Young to Sakar. Driving inside. That's early on the shot clock, but it doesn't matter if it's good.
Frazier finds a nice opening.
Under 8 to play.
5.
Driving. 3 ball. That's money. My goodness. Kevin Rip.
Is that the first
Buries
3
a
we've seen
triple.
tonight?
That is not.
One of the first.
The third 3 we've seen tonight. Derek Sangster's hit 2 for Mitty.
Before we head back into the action, we'd like to give a word to our sponsors. We'd like to thank our sponsor, The Post. The Post restaurant provides a contemporary, sophisticated ambiance and a diverse menu to our guests. The Post always delivers an exceptional experience. The Post is comfort food you can feel good about. Thanks again to The Post for sponsoring our show on KMVT.
All right, Devin. 7-point lead for the Monarchs. What can the home Lancers do? What adjustment are you making if you're head coach James Duncan?
You know, we've seen Natani and Washington have some great looks in the paint, in the key. I think you need to keep feeding them, finding some openings in the paint, getting some points on the board. They only trail by 7. It's just a couple of possessions that they're trailing by. It's still a close one here. No doubt I can see the Lancers coming back.
Kerr and Washington on the floor for the first time tonight. Let's see how that duo plays together. Derek Sangster still on the bench for the Monarchs. Isaiah Kabibi, he started at the point guard, he's back. Finds inside, that's beautiful ball.
What a look. He finds number 11, that's Isaiah Kabibi in the middle.
21-12, the Monarchs lead. Mitty's defense has been smothering early, except inside. Isaiah Kerr is going to drive. The foul's before the shot. Side out, Derek Sangster at the table looking to check in. He goes back to the bench. Inbound under the basket. They go inside. Driving. Going up, and some seemingly makeable missed shots early for the Spartans. Good looks. John Frazier missed that one. Layup inside, that's good. Have a night, Gavin Rip. Buried that 3 to end the first quarter. Already 2 buckets here in the second. Kerr pulls back to Frazier. Motil, Washington. Back to Kerr, and he's stepped all the way back to the stripe looking to reset. Makes a move right, guarded by Rip. Up top, Motil, 3 ball. No good, rebounded
Frazier
by the
reached for the
Monarchs.
rebound.
What we've seen a lot already from the Monarchs is trying to score in transition. Here they reset the offense, and
A blocking foul is called on Everett. He doesn't like that one.
foul drawn by Aiden Burke. He goes to the line for the 3rd time tonight, actually. 3 for 3 already.
Gavin Rip checks out, and back will come Sangster. He looks for the rebound.
Burke splits from the line. That's their first miss from the stripe tonight. Kerr looks to Duncan for the play call and gets it. Brings it up left side. Moves right, still holding the dribble. They go to the post, Natane, who's checked back in. Bodying inside, left it short. Looked for a foul, didn't get one. Monarchs don't want to slow things down at all. Layup blocked, Burke's gonna tip it out. Sangster pulls back. There's gonna be a foul away from the play.
Foul's called on number 22, Isaiah Kerr. Perron will take it from the side. The Monarchs have had a lot of good looks cutting to the hoop.
Yeah, but they seem to be the only team to get anything to go from outside.
That's right. They lead double over the Lancers tonight.
Tyler Jones finds Ventura. Sangster, his third three of the night, missed that one. Rebound pulled down by Isaiah Kerr. Looks to play in transition. He'll hold. Lundley back to Kerr. Ignores the screen by Natane. Inside, layup good. Slicing and scoring, Isaiah Kerr. Offensive foul as Isaiah Kerr's been all up in the action in this second quarter. He draws it as he hit the deck.
He got tripped up with number 3, Tyler Jones, who will go out and is replaced by Nathan Narana.
Kerr working. Offense has run through him all night. Lundley to Natane. You want to see him in the post if you're a Lancers fan. That's the only place he's done anything tonight. Lundley drives left side, can't find anything. Back to Natane. Frazier driving, can't find a man. Vince Behringer, shot clock at 4, puts up a contested right angle jumper, no. The rebound will probably go to Sangster in the scorer's book.
From long range, can't find it.
Isaiah Kerr controls the board. Works up top, driving to Behringer. Natane working in the post again. He's got another one. They've got to get the ball back into the post with Natane. They're doing work down there. Obviously the bigger team. They've played big all night. Norna driving, kick out.
Has the
Aiden
three.
Burke left it short.
Not many rebounds from the Monarchs tonight.
Yeah, the Lancers have been great on the defensive boards.
They've still been able to outscore.
Lundley, bad pass, picked off. Monarchs have been better when they slow it down. They've struggled in transition. Sangster walks the ball up top, finds Ventura, goes to Kabibi. Starters back on the floor for the Monarchs. Ventura driving, back ball, no foul called as he hit the deck. Lancers with numbers. That in the front court, the defense has been strong. That's blocked by Sangster and a foul. The Monarchs press has been great, and and even if they're not pressing, the second the Lancers cross that mid-court stripe, they're getting defended very well.
Yeah, like you pointed out, the Lancers have struggled on their transition ball. They've been able to find some openings when they slow it down. But you know, they still trail the Monarchs, and they're still having a tough game. But more looks like that to Natane and Washington. They'll be just fine.
Natane and Sangster head to the bench. Both teams going with the smallest lineup we've seen all night. Tyler Jones has gone almost to the center position for the Monarchs. How does the offense work without Sangster on the floor? They don't even need their star player. Nicholas Tayden checks in with a 3-ball. Everett corner, Lundley, got it. They're exchanging threes at Alumni Gym.
He's happy about that one, Lundy.
Burke to Yaden. Kabibi running the offense. To Jones, inside to Burke. Tries from the left angle, got it.
Wow, we're seeing some long shots made now.
The offense picking it up, 2:50 to go first half.
This is a completely different quarter than we saw in the first. Lancers have brought it back to just 8.
Layup good and a foul. Both defenses look a little worn out right now. And both coaches know, as Gavin Ripp's going to check into the game for the Monarchs, along with a rogue.
Everett doesn't has a size advantage over some of the Monarchs, but he is able to find a nice opening and draw the foul.
Eric Bogbo checks into the game for the Lancers. He's missed, and the three throws missed. That's going to be out of bounds. Mitty ball.
Looked like it went off number 15, but the Monarchs will take control.
2-possession game. Monarchs looks to extend that. Isaiah Kabibi calls the play. They go inside to Gavin Ripp, who was cooking before he came off the floor. Burke, that's going to be knocked away. The Lancers have numbers. Driving, scoring, Behringer left it short.
Good look. Good rebound.
Those gotta go down if the Lancers want to come back in this thing. The Monarchs in transition on the other end. They can't find a pass. He finally does. Driving, one more. This is a good look. Layup on the reverse.
Oh, that was a beautiful look.
Isaiah Kabibi drops it in with the offhand.
Those are the kind of plays they need to keep their lead over the Lancers by 9 with 2 to go.
Lundley almost lost possession, back to Erica Boat. Isaiah Kerr kicks it. Back to Kerr. 3 ball, left it short again. He's 0 for 4 from distance. The Lancers with possession again. Kabibi again. That layup missed.
All the way to the hoop. He's been controlling the offense now. Now that Perron has taken a break to the bench.
With Sangster off the floor and back-to-back turnovers for the Lancers.
A little too fast. Like we said, their transitions.
And in comes Sangster looking to boost this Mitty offense with just 1:27 to play. Washington checks in alongside him. Kabibi up top. Hands off to Burke. Finds Rip. Back to Kabibi. Sangster driving, lays it up, and he's fouled. Slap on the right hand as he went up. He goes to the line for the 4th time tonight.
The 6'7" junior now heads to the line for his first. That one's good. That'll extend their lead to just 9 over the Lancers. Drains the second.
The lead back to double digits for the Monarchs. Fake the full court press. Here comes Isaiah Kerr.
Head coach Mike Motiel on the call for the play.
3 ball, good. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Distance.
From Vince Behringer.
He's someone that we were going to look out for tonight, and he has
looking to run the 2-for-1 Mitty.
Succeeded.
Noronha. Right angle, left angle 3 ball. That's going to be no as it drops off. Sangster with the offensive board. Finds Burke to Kabibi. Burke works to the left side and a carry. Shot clock turns off, 33.9.
Out goes Washington. He's not happy about that. Substitutions as Lundy now passes it in. He finds 10, Everett.
Everett with Kerr, the handoff. Back to Lundy.
Just 20 to play. They've got to make something move now.
Lundy to Kerr. Holding, when do they want to start this offense? 15 to play right now. Kerr, crossover right to Behringer. Looks to drive. Step back three ball. Got it.
Wow.
Left corner three. 5 seconds to play. Let's see if the Monarchs get a shot off. Khabibi. Crossover. Three ball of his own.
Oh.
Just left it a little bit short. And we have ourselves a ball game after 1/2 of play from Alumni Gym in Mountain View. Monarchs 44, Lancers 29. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Richard Family Court at Alumni Gym here on the campus of the St. Francis Lancers. They currently trail the Monarchs 33-29 after 1/2 of play. Before we get to the second half action, a word from our sponsors. Nick French, currently the #1 Sereno agent in Los Altos and Los Altos Hills. Nick French provides unmatched market knowledge and understanding of how to properly prepare a home. When you work with Nick, you'll get his personal expertise every time you meet. Work with the best, Nick French.
We'd also like to thank our sponsor, The Post. Their restaurant provides a contemporary, sophisticated ambiance and a diverse menu to our guests. The Post always delivers an exceptional experience. The Post is comfort food you can feel good about. Thanks again to The Post for sponsoring our show here on KMVT.
All right, Devin, after the first quarter of play, I gave you the adjustments that you'd make if you're the St. Francis Lancers head coach. If you're the Monarchs head coach, Tim Kennedy, you had a double-digit lead for a good portion of that first half.
Yeah.
It's now just down to 4. What are you doing? What are you telling this team to hold on to this victory?
I think the Monarchs have resorted to playing outside of the key. I think they need to keep with their roots, keep the ball on Khabibi, and keep the ball on Isaiah Paran so they can get the ball inside and find some twos, find some two-pointers. They don't need to go for the threes. They just need to get some points on the board and extend their lead so they have some safety here.
Gavin Everett inbounds to Isaiah Kerr. Drives. Still not looking to pass, he will to Natane. 3-throw line jumper is money. They're within 2.
Good look by Natane. That's all they need to come back. Now it's just 2 points that they trail.
Sangster up top looking to work on Natane. 3 ball from the left angle. Khabibi, no. The Lancers have the ball with a chance to tie or take the lead, and Natane makes a bad pass. That can't happen.
Those are the kind of plays that are going to cost them.
Burke. Dribble drive. Offensive foul.
Number 15. Aiden Burke not happy about that one. Those are the kind of plays that they can't afford to miss.
Lancers get the basketball back. 7:17 to play third quarter. Kerr and Everett were playing catch in the backcourt. Now it's Kerr. Screen set by Natane. Looks to drive. That ball's loose. This time the Monarchs have it. No numbers. Let's see if they push anyway. They don't.
Burke and Paran hit the deck. Now they're back.
Up top, Sangster tries a triple. Missed it. Doesn't follow his own shot. Rebound Lancers. They push with numbers. 5-on-4.
Moving quickly. They have to reset. Out to Natane.
Natane to Kerr. Left side, Behringer. To Lundley. Everett inside Natane. Working on Sangster.
Natane can't get past
Post,
Sangster.
post. Flips. 3 ball. There's a foul on the floor. It's off the ball. Kerr hits the deck. That's on number 3, Tyler Jones of the Monarchs.
The ref still discussing this call. It was number 15, Burke, who hit the deck.
Side out Lancers. Everett to inbound, guarded by Paran. Kerr, a safety valve up top. Let's see where they go. They go inside and attain. They want it in the post immediately on Tyler Jones. Inside Lundley.
A good look, and they get the shooting foul. Lundy will head to the line.
That foul on Burke, his second.
Lundy's first of the second half. Trailing by 2, looking to make that up.
Missed the first, had a chance to tie the game from the stripe.
He'll look to bring it to 1 point. Here's Lundy. The second is good. Lancers no press.
Mitty's largest lead was 10. Now it's just one lone point.
Right. It's getting close now as we enter the second half with just 6 to go.
Khabibi inside Burke. Pull up, travel.
Oh, that's not the kind of play the Monarchs can afford to let go anymore.
Looks like James Duncan made the better halftime adjustments and his team's right back in it.
Coach Tim Kennedy looking to organize the Monarchs on defense.
Kerr looks to drive, will, out of bounds. Lancers retain possession. Not a great look though from Kerr.
No.
Gavin Everett yelling for the stack. Natane had multiple threes. Lundy for the lead.
He's open. I'm
No
okay
good.
with that
Rebound
shot,
Sangster.
Kieran. I'm okay with that shot.
Good look from Lundy. Sangster spinning. He does not want to give it up, and he will. Paran to Burke. Back to Paran. Inside open layup,
what
good
a
Ventura.
look.
Paran, beg your pardon. That was Aiden Burke and Paran just playing catch around the court.
Despite
Ends in a
his
nice
size, Paran's been able to find some nice shots in the key.
layup. Corner triple. This
From
game's tied back up. For the first time since 0-0, we're all knotted up this time at 35 apiece. Sangster looks to drive, give the Monarchs the lead back, and he throws it away.
The Lancers build momentum now.
Tim Kennedy wants his star to drive and take it himself.
Number 5, Behringer, despite his size, that might fool you. He has been an all-star shooter for the Lancers tonight.
Kerr goes to work right side with Gavin Everett. Behringer, another triple.
Another
this
one.
one too long. Rebounded. Natane tips it away, but keeps it in bounds. The Lancers get it. One more. Corner triple, no. 3 ball. Burke got it.
That's a good look for the Monarchs.
The pace of this game picking up in the second half. Kerr to Everett. Natane.
No substitutions yet this third quarter.
Lundy.
Lockdown defense by the
Natane.
Monarchs.
Without
Can't get it
fouling.
in.
That's good defense without fouling
Yeah.
by the undersized Tyler Jones down low.
That's some great
Khabibi wants it
defense.
himself. Driving. Scoop layup. No, he's fouled.
A good drive by Khabibi, taking advantage of the fast break. Finally, they've been able to capitalize on these plays. He'll head to the line.
Sean W. Young checks into the game along with Gavin Rip on the other side. And St. Francis will put in Thomas Motil again.
Khabibi on the line. His first is good. 2 substitutions for each team.
Everett and Lundy head to the bench for the Lancers.
They'll look to get some new blood running here. With just 4 minutes to go, it is 39-35. Mitty leads, and they'll extend that lead. Another. Now they lead 5.
Kerr and W. Young play catch. Motil halfway through this third quarter. Motil looks to drive. He's hit hard. That's going to be a foul.
Number 2, Narana, he just checked in.
The foul was, I think, given to, oh, you're right. Scoreboard. No, it was given to Gavin Rip, his second.
Oh.
That's what the scorer says. Both there. Kerr throws inside to Tomo.
Good pressure.
He's in the corner.
He's
keeps
forced-
it in somehow. Goes to Natane. Double coverage. Inside. Young. Pump fake.
Oh.
No good. He's fouled.
He's able to draw that one off Burke. But that was some good defense by the Monarch. They had him trapped. They had Natane trapped, and they had number 2. That's Narana trapped in the corner.
Tyler Jones, after just a quick break, he's back to the table. He'll check in after the first.
Taba Young will head to the line. Hope to make back that 5-point deficit that the Lancers face. His
Rattles
first
home the first.
bobbles in. A lucky shot there. He'll look to reset before he takes his second.
Burke checks out.
Taking his time. Here's the second, confidently, but no good.
Rebound controlled by the Monarchs. They play with pace. Inside to Rip. Back outside, cross-court Dankster. 3-ball, short.
Good look on the
Natane
rebound.
gets the board.
Can't get past Natane and his height.
Kerr comes up left side, working left to right. No good. Tipped away. Here come the Monarchs. Khabibi slows it down. He drives on through 2 defenders. Let's see what the Lancers do. They should slow it down. They don't. This ball's whipped into the front court.
Ooh.
Behringer 3-ball. No good. Rebound by the Monarchs. He's hit hard, but he retains possession. Khabibi has done it all.
3 minutes to go.
Sangster finally slows down the offense. He's picked up by Natane up top.
Head coach Tim Kennedy calls a timeout to give the Monarchs a reset with just under 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, Sangster was looking. He could have been pushed into the backcourt, ball away. Good timeout.
A 6-point lead. He is still pressuring the Monarchs to get back on defense and keep locking down St. Francis and Natane on offense.
(42-36), 2:56 to play third quarter.
We've seen a good comeback from the Lancers, and they were able to hold on to it for a couple minutes in the third, but now they've dropped a 6-point deficit.
I think this is a key 2:56 for both sides, but in my opinion, it's Mitty's chance to slam this door that's still ajar.
I agree. If they can keep up their momentum, they've just created a 6-point lead, and they can keep their lockdown defense, not let any more buckets go in by Behringer. Long 3 balls, close shots in by Natane. They'll be able to hold on to their lead and seal the deal.
Washington checks back in, along with John Frazier, who we haven't seen in a little while. Sangster looks like he might play every minute of this second half if it stays this close.
Washington's only had a couple minutes in this game, but the freshman.
Inbound to the backcourt to Khabibi. Drives to Sangster so quickly. Guarded by Washington. This is a matchup we want to see. Sangster has him in the air, has him in the air again, lays it up and in.
Behind the back. That's a good look by Sangster.
The freshman just looked outmatched on that possession. Let's see what happens on the defensive end for Sangster. Washington with movement to the corner. It's Isaiah Kerr. Biayon. Undersized still. Motil. Back to the post.
Washington wants it.
Young blocked by Sangster. Here come the Monarchs. Khabibi pulls back, slows it down. Driving. Tyler Jones has it. Tenora. Khabibi. Goes to the post. Rip.
Good
Will
save.
come down with it.
By
Rip. Sangster. Shot clock at 10. Pulls it. No good.
Oh.
This could be an offensive rebound by Khabibi. He saves it, but it's to Isaiah Kerr. They had numbers with Washington. That's tipped away. Taken away. 1-on-3. Kick out. Oh. They had a look there, but they look to slow it down a little bit. Khabibi from the right angle. No. Sangster. Tip in. No. Rebound by the Lancers. Could this be the break they need, trailing by 8?
Have they learned their lesson?
Kerr. Push shot, floater, good.
They learned their lesson. They slowed it down, and Kerr is able to find a nice floater for 2.
Back to 2 possessions.
Puts them up 6 with a minute to play.
De Abreu, corner, Sangster, 3-ball, no good. Both the teams have struggled from beyond the arc. Rip, saves, oh my God, that's a hustle play and a half from Gavin
What an
Rip.
offensive rebound.
Leads to a De Abreu layup.
Sangster's been struggling from 3. That's his second missed in a row.
Yeah, hasn't hit from distance since the first quarter.
Lancers have under a minute to play. They take
Washington.
it slow.
Motil back to Washington. Kerr. Washington, 3-ball.
Oh,
no good. This ball's retained by Khabibi. He's on double-double watch late in the third. For an undersized player on the court, he's pulling down rebounds. That's off the hands of Gavin Rip. Shot clock turned off, doesn't matter. Washington driving, lays it up and in.
Good look by Washington. He's able to redeem himself off that 3.
Khabibi's gonna slow it down for last shot. pulls back, he'll run this maybe to about 12. Depends where they want to run the offense.
Shot clock turned off. Just 15 to play in the third. 6-point lead. They're feeling relaxed.
They start with 11. Way up, scoop,
Oh.
way up. Acrobatic play by Nathan Diabreu Narahana. With 3 seconds to go, the half-court press is smothering Isaiah Kerr. Flips one up, no good. After 3 from Alumni Gym, 8-point lead for the Monarchs. We are ready for some fourth quarter action from the Richard Family Court here in Mountain View. The visiting Monarchs lead by 8. Let's see if they can put away this Lancer team. Both teams lost their last game, looking to snap the skid.
The Lancers look to come back from their deficit. They're down 8, but they've seen some great momentum by Natane and Washington, who's now playing. He wasn't playing much in the first half, but he's proven himself. He's had a couple good looks in the third.
Isaiah Kerr, who struggled mightily, comes to the table. They just added 1 minute of rest for him. Kabibi, he's having a night along with Sangster. That ball's ripped across. Aiden Burke, no good.
Good rebound by Natane. Too fast. He looks to slow it down. That's Matil.
Driving, Washington, layup, good.
Oh, what
Back
a look.
to 6. We've seen the game sort of sit around this 6 to 10 point margin.
Yeah, the 6'7" freshman just towering over the Monarchs and lays it into the cup.
Kabibi finds Burke, back to Kabibi. Back to Burke, beg your pardon.
Oh,
Pulls
good
up
fake.
left angle, he is fouled.
He's fouled. He'll head to the line to take 2 and look to extend the lead.
Isaiah Kerr at the table, ready to check in. He will for Thomas Motil.
Aiden Berg, number 15, will take his first. After the refs clean up after he hit the deck.
6-point game, 7:15. Sangster comes over to talk with Coach Kennedy.
Burke now to attempt his first. First one's good. Extending a 7-point lead. Isaiah Kerr will come in to the line. The second is good for Burke.
50 up for Mitty, they lead by 8. Just 1 minute gone by fourth quarter. Kerr.
We've got a big lineup on the court.
Behringer no good. This is the biggest team we've seen all night. Seringer, beg your pardon, that Sangster got it tipped away by Behringer. Kerr holding up top.
Kerr has been controlling this offense tonight.
Washington loses control out of bounds. He's looking for a foul, won't get it. Now it's 6:45. Mitty can look to slow down the pace a little bit.
Kabibi has taken over the point guard position, sharing it with Perron.
Speaking of, they play catch inside. Aiden Burke,
good look. Burke
lead-
finds an opening in the key.
Lead back up to double digits. Lancers need to play with some urgency. Kerr, timeout.
That's head coach Mike Motil. No choice but to call timeout. He needs to organize the Lancers and figure out a way that they can get 10 points in 6 minutes and 24 seconds. Totally doable.
Yeah, but the Mitty offense has looked unstoppable here early in this fourth quarter. They need a way to stop the man that's been running the point so far, Isaiah Kababy.
They have played in these last couple of minutes the biggest lineup that we've seen tonight from the Lancers.
Yeah,
They've been putting Behringer, Washington, all their starters up on the court to try and block those inside looks.
The Natane Washington and Behringer combination is a very big 3-4-5.
Yeah, that's a deadly trio.
But the offense still running through Isaiah Kerr. It has all night.
The Monarchs have held up, and they'll get back into the action in just a second. 10-point lead for the Monarchs versus the home Spartans as we resume the fourth quarter. Sangster leads the Monarchs back onto the court.
Inbound Isaiah Kerr. Looks to make a move. What did Coach Duncan call out of a timeout? It's Natane in the post. They've been successful there all night. This one won't fall. Great hustle play, offensive rebound to Everett. Looks to drive himself. Fires to the corner. Isaiah Kerr keeps it from going out of bounds, back to Everett. James Duncan up, calls the play again. Natane. Lundley, who's just checked back in after the timeout.
Lots of
Everett.
movement.
The Lancers have gone small. Everett, could have been a travel, no call. 3-ball Behringer, money.
Oh, he has been a pinpoint shooter tonight and a
Mitty
key.
coach Tim Kennedy not happy. He wanted a travel on Everett.
Sangster leads.
Mitty doing the right thing, running a bit of shot clock every time they have the basketball. Hand off Sangster.
Can't find an opening. Mitty's struggling.
Oh, that's a beautiful
Oh.
look.
The combo of number 10, Sangster and Perron. They're able to put it in.
Perron drove, missed a layup. Sangster right behind him for the follow. Isaiah Kerr. Pull up. Good.
Wow.
Mitty gets it back in quickly. They have numbers. Sangster driving. Layup no good. Could this be the mistake the Lancers need? Everett drives. Can't find an opening. Natane, you can't give him momentum like that. Flips it up and in.
Natane powers through the defense. Both teams have momentum running into this fourth quarter. Just 4 minutes to play.
Kabibi, handoff.
Perron slows it down.
Finds Sangster. To Burke. Goes up. Contact, no.
Ooh.
Knocked away. This ball's loose. And Mitty's been picking up the loose balls all night. They do here. They could run this under the 4-minute mark if they want. Let's see.
We've seen a mix of really fast and really slow play.
Paran to Kabibi. Offensive foul away from the play, and Kabibi comes up limping. He grabbed his hamstring at the end of that play. Looks like he will stay in the game.
Head coach Mike Motil looks to organize the Lancers, excuse me. And he'll have to call timeout. We have seen a lot of tired players out there. Both teams have been running it back and forth down the court. They've seen a lot of turnovers, a lot of made baskets too.
But you got to hand it to the Lancers. Every time it looks like Archbishop Mitty's going to put this game away, the Lancers go on a run. 5 straight at the moment. And they're close. They're a pesky team hanging around in this one.
We called it just before the fourth quarter. We said this is Mitty's chance to pull away and secure the lead.
And they did not do that.
They didn't. But Sangster hopes to lead the
Sangster's
rest of their
been
starting
quiet
lineup.
since the first quarter.
Kerr takes over for the Lancers. Mitty's not letting them have those threes.
Natane looks to kick out. Could have been a travel called there. Left of let him play. Everett to Kerr.
Motil to organize the offense.
Driving.
From
Lundley,
long.
3-ball, got it. 2-point basketball game.
Lundy is happy about that one. That puts them in a very good spot with just 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Mitty has to go back on the attack, and they do. Burke holding up top. They want this ball in Sangster's hands, or Kabibi, who's been red hot in this second half, holding.
He slows it down.
Finds Burke. Squares up to the basket, Sangster. Handoff left side. Had a three, didn't take it. Driving Khabibi.
Oh.
This one falls off. That's not a great time for your first miss. And Khabibi's gone to ground. He's holding, it looks like, his right hamstring. And this is not good to see. He gets up by himself, but let's see if he can walk to the bench. He limps off with 3:03 to play.
Good sportsmanship by the Lancers to let him off the court.
So the Lancers have possession, trail by 2. That's a huge loss of Isaiah Khabibi.
One possession game. Last game we did, Kieran, just last week, we saw a really close game going into the 4th quarter. We've had some great high school basketball this year.
Yes, we have, and let's see if we can get another photo finish. Archbishop Mitty has 3:03 to extend this lead, but they'll have to do that without the man that's been going off in this second half, Isaiah Khabibi.
I think this intermission in play is going to make it a really interesting game because now both teams and their starting 5 have some energy going into this last 3 minutes.
It's Tyler Jones who checks in for Khabibi, along with Deabrea Nurahan, Aiden Burke, and Jaden Parhan, who looks to run the point with Khabibi off the floor.
The Lancers take it slow.
Across to Lundley. Driving left side, Natane. Behringer, deep 3. No good. Rebound to Mitty. Over the back foul on Everett. The ball goes to Mitty.
No press by the Lancers. So Mitty will take it slow with 2:45 to go.
And I think that's the right call. You've been defending very well.
Save your energy,
in
right?
the front court. You cannot get beat on the drive. You cannot get beat on the press and give up easy layups.
Yeah.
Ripped inside.
Good look.
Sangster. They don't bring the double. Push shot over.
Oh.
Behringer is good. The lead back to 4-2 possessions.
Sangster just towers over the defense and puts that one in.
Driving.
Kerr on the
Isaiah
drive.
Kerr left it short. We haven't seen him inside yet.
No.
That one drops in. 2:12 to go.
He's helped by Natane in the paint.
Here comes Parhan, lead by 2. Handoff Sangster. Runs the offense. They can slow it down as they have a lead late. Aiden Burke.
Looks inside.
Pump fake. Fly by.
Oh.
Push shot. No, he's fouled.
He got the foul. Number 10, Everett, not happy about that one. He thought that was clean.
These are 2 huge shots from the line, trying to push back to 2 possessions, just under 2 minutes to play.
This would bring it to a tie game. Burke looks to extend their lead, excuse me.
First one rattles out, that has to go.
Khabibi will check back in. He's had an assessment, he's all ready to go. Out goes number 2, Narana. Burke on his second. This one's good.
That's a competitive spirit you love to see. Khabibi limped off just a few moments ago, but he's back defending Isaiah Kerr. But let's see if that's something. Him not 100%.
A 3-ball ties the game. They look for number 5, Behringer.
This is a big call. It stays with the Lancers. Let's see if Khabibi's not 100%, if the Lancers can exploit that for some easy 2s. 3-ball from the corner. Behringer ties the game.
What a look by Behringer in the corner. Double man defense.
Isaiah Khabibi. If you were watching just moments ago, you saw him limp off. Now he's trying to lead the offense. Burke is fouled. Natane can't believe it, and neither can the Lancer bench.
Ooh.
But Tim Natane is called for the foul, which sends Aiden Burke to the line.
Burke's
to
been on the
regain
line
this lead.
all night. He's had a great shooting percentage. And adds to that, his first is good. That'll give them a 1-point lead. 1:25 to go in the game. And another one will put them up 2.
He hits both. Timeout Mitty. Each team now has 2 timeouts remaining. That's Tim Natane's 4th foul. He's got to watch out.
He's a key to their success and a key to coming back in this game. He can't afford to let down his teammates like that. Both teams are going to get energy out of this. We've
One
seen really fast basketball.
We have. It's been an electrifying second half. 1:27 to play. Lancers need a 3 for the lead, a 2 for the tie. Let's see what Coach Motil calls out of this timeout.
Tim Kennedy and the Monarchs can't give up yet. Just a 2-point lead. That's a 1-possession game. With 1:27 to play, anything can happen.
Here we go. Mitty defending the Lancers. Ball will be inbounded to Kerr. No press.
They'll be paying tight defense, though. No three-pointers are going to be allowed.
To Lundy. Back to Kerr. A lot can change in 118. Let's see what will. Kerr working on the injured Kabibi. Calls for a screen. Jump pass to Everett. All the way across court, Lundy. Had a look, didn't take it. Goes back to Kerr. Everett. They close off the 3. Lundy, open look inside, no good. Rebound controlled by the Monarchs. Under
press.
1 minute to play. Here we
press.
go. Walking up the court, Kabibi, they can't.
Oh my goodness, where's the press by the Lancers? They can't.
I don't think you do. You have to trust your defense here in a 1-possession score.
Kerr
Fouls
Kabibi
to give on both sides.
in the face-off.
Kabibi. We still see a 20-second differential shot clock, game clock. Burke off the hands. That's quick hands by the Lancers defense, out of bounds. They'll reset 11 seconds on the shot clock.
Tim Kennedy to organize the Monarchs here. He's calling out plays left and right. 9 to go on the shot clock.
7, driving. Sangster, 4. They're not going to get a shot off Sangster. Throws one up at the horn, no good. Natane, and it's off Sangster. 19.1. Here we go.
Oh
2
my
for the
goodness.
tie, 3 for the win for the St. Francis Lancers at home.
No press by Mitty.
Let's see if Motil wants to call timeout when they cross half court. He won't. He's going to trust his offense, Isaiah Kerr. 14, driving. Again, Natane barely controls, goes up, no foul. Lungley, he retains the possession, throws it up. Natane, reverse layup. Rolls off. It rolls off with .1 to play. Tim Natane missed a game-winning reverse layup. This team imploring for a foul. They won't get one. The refs confer. Do they want to put time on this clock? Was a foul given? Let's see what the call is from the referees. Both teams standing
on their feet. Looks like
That's
they
ball
will
game.
call the game.
That was an outstanding game. But Archbishop Mitty comes out on top in a barn burner, 59-57. For Josh Young, our producer, Jacob Peterson and Robin Frank on camera. Quick special thanks to St. Francis Lancers for hosting us tonight and giving us one hell of a battle and one hell of a game. The final again, Archbishop Mitty comes away with the victory, 59-57. For Devin Mahaffey, I'm Kieran Costa, signing off, saying good night for KMVT.